Hey guys, what's going on? It's News Friday, week in review. The news never stops and neither do we. Join us now as we look at the wildest stories, rumors you need to know, including Moana's father winning the court case. President ED angry with Zesa. Ginimbi will finally out and who benefited, plus many more. Now let's hit the intro and get into the stories. Moana finally to be buried. After almost 3 weeks of fighting by Moana's parents, she'll be laid to rest tomorrow, 28 November, 1 p.m. at Warren Hills. The delay of the burial was caused by the bitter struggle of Moana's parents, which had to be settled by the High Court. The father was of the idea to give Moana an Islamic burial, and the mother wanted a Christian one. Justice Kwenda, who was presiding over the case, said in his verdict, he urged that the deceased was a Muslim and he raised him in the religion from 1994 to 2013 without the help of the mother, and the fact that he hadn't seen him for over the year changed the fact that he was the father. He had the privilege to choose a religion for her and she hadn't renounced the religion at the time of her death. He submitted that she would partake alcohol and parties, but that doesn't mean she had relinquished the religion. My Moana's application was dismissed with cost and Mr. Amuli won. The body of Moana will still pass through Highfield in a casket, and the casket will be discarded at the cemetery. Yolanda and relatives are to decide what they will do with that casket. Ginimbi's family accept unsigned will. Relatives of the late socialite and businessman genius Ginimbi Kadungure and other possible beneficiaries of his estate anonymously accepted an unsigned will recently filed at the Master of High Court, which gives his friend KitKat a Lamborghini and places all other assets under a family trust. The bulk of the assets, including the Domboshawa mansion, cars and companies, will be part of Genius Kadungure Trust. The mansion will be converted into a hotel which operates under the said trust. Ginimbi's father, Mr. Anderson Kadungure, according to the will, is entitled to 10% of funds generated in the trust, whilst Ginimbi's sisters, Nelia and Juliet, will get 60 and 30% respectively. A Harare man claiming to be Ginimbi's best friend, Mr. Nometa Zinyengere, last week registered the deceased estate and filed a will that was not signed. President Mnangagwa orders Zesa to reduce tariff charges. President ED has ordered power utility Zesa to reduce its stepped electricity tariffs from about 19 cents per kilowatt to 10 cents per kilowatt following a public outcry. The president issued a directive to Zesa to reduce the tariff. Zesa has complied, a well-placed Zesa source said. His sentiments were echoed by several other sources at the Ministry of Energy and Power Development. Energy and Power Development Minister Jemu Soda confirmed the reduction of the tariffs, saying this was after consumers complained about the skyrocketing tariffs. Harare flyover bridge reportedly shaking. There were claims on social media that Mupedzanamo flyover, where Simon Mazorodze road interchange with Rotonro, was shaking and vibrating. In a statement, council engineer Bernard Musaruro said inspections on structures were not being done frequently because of lack of skill. Moana was impregnated by stepbrother. Moana's father and stepbrother are now likely to be arrested following revelations that the father used bread to lure and impregnate Moana's mother by force, while his older first son, identified as Ali, reportedly raped and impregnated Moana, his own sister. This was revealed by Moana's mother Yolanda Kuwawonga in a heartbreaking video. These issues come at a time when the family was fighting in a high court over the burial of Moana. Passion Java gets new enemy. Mambondini is making headlines again, this time not about his business 1202 Herbal, but about calling and accusing Passion Java of using people. Mambondini was on Instagram Live and blasted Passion Java for using Zim dancehall artist to boost himself while they remain poor. Here is the video.
Woenda pa social media wotora vana vanhu wakwidza ndege zvobatsira chizvezvo kuita ndege unobatsira chi wakwidza ndege wonoasisa wapedza wakwidza ndege washandisa kuti mese makadai soimba imba zita rangu waimba zita rako then what vaimba zita rako then what isu kwatora fanha uchetoti vese they're still suffering. Umwe wacho arikunetsa muningi wangu ane company yeHebo Center arikunetsa I can't mention the name arikunetsa ndikazvinoti iwe mfana uyu hasiri anga ari kutanzania here mfana kanzi ndiye kudai sokuchasi arikunetsa.
There you go, guys, the wildest story rumors you need to know that made rounds this past week in Zim and beyond. Do sure to catch us again for some more News Friday Week in Review. With that said, head bowed.